to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I'm in the garden and we are continuing to make our home allotment. So I shall show you how far I've got since the last one I released, as I have done a bit more, and then I'll show you what is planned for this weekend. So since you last saw it, I've put in another bed and a half, because I'd done about half that bed, hadn't I? So I've got as far as here, and I just didn't put the cardboard down this side because I thought it would be easier for my husband to do the trench that he's currently digging, which I'll show you in a minute. I got some more cardboard amassed over there. And for this end bit, because this distance wasn't as wide as I would have wanted for one bed, I've decided to do them horizontally, or well, I suppose or vertically, whichever way you're looking at it. So instead of it running the whole length like that one, it will run across there, and there'll be a path, and then another bed here, and then a path. I think that's a better use of the space rather than having two sort of 60-centimetre beds. So that's the plan for the moment. Over here we have two very helpful helpers who are keeping out of the way at the moment.
Hello.
Ah, that's nice, Griff.
Hello.
Ah, that's nice, Anwen.
We help Mum. You might see us in a lot of Mummy's gardening because now we got a whole week off because this virus.
That's right, Griff. And then
I get to play with my brother and do stuff whichever I want to set.
That's right, you'll go and see your friend once the virus is gone. And then my husband is building out the trench for these sleepers to go in. So I think digging out this trench is going to take quite a while all the way around. So I'll keep you updated with that progress as the time goes on. I have also got the 1-ton delivery of compost ready to go, so hopefully I'll be able to get that down at some point soon as well, and I'll show you that as we go along. It's the day after now, and I have made a bit of a boo-boo yesterday, which I'll talk you through now. Essentially, I wanted to put the sleepers on their end so I would have a deeper bed. And my husband originally wanted to put them on the side because he thought that would look nicer. So because I wanted them on the end, he had to dig out a trench, which the ground was really, really hard, by the way, because I dug a bit of it and it was really, really hard. So he dug quite a long trench. And then when he put the sleeper in deep enough so that the earth would, sorry, I'm laughing, I shouldn't be laughing. So the earth would hold the sleeper in place. It just so happened that one of the sleepers was next to the trench on its side, and the height of the sleeper on end in the trench was exactly the same as if we just laid the sleeper on the side. So we've scrapped the on end bit and we're just going with putting the sleepers on the floor, and there's no need to dig any trenches now, but I'll show you what I mean, and I'll show you the trench that is now getting filled in. So this is the trench that ran all the way down to the bottom of the bed. It has been filled in along here, and if I kind of show you over here, so there's these two sleepers. So when that one was in the ground, it was roughly the height of that one lying down, and if I feel like the height needs to be raised, we'll just get another sleeper, you know, another row of sleepers to put on top, which is probably the easiest way. So now I'm going to get on with lining the sleepers with compost sacking, or if you haven't got compost sacking, then, you know, black plastic. And I'll show you how I'm getting on as the day progresses. But we did have a bit of a wasted day yesterday because it took my husband so long to dig out this trench while I was doing other things. Yeah, by the time we then realised it was getting late and he was really tired from digging the trench. So a fresh new day and a fresh new start and a fresh idea, and it'll all be great, I'm sure. And here it is with the surround all done. This was completed on Sunday and it's now Thursday, but I haven't had a chance to do any more work on it this week. But I did get more space down this end, because instead of cutting the sleepers to where I'd done the bed, I thought, well, I'll have a bit more growing space here. So this bed now will probably be about 1.5 meters across. So I think there's about 30 centimeters there. So that will give me a slightly wider bed, but it's still manageable. So I'm going to get on with filling the rest of the bed with manure now, and I'll bring you back once that's done, and then I'll crack on with doing the compost. But I'll probably do the compost later because it's quite sunny here today again, and I want to try and get the manure done this morning, and then I'll do the compost later on this evening, I expect. So here it all is, completed this end now and at the far end. So I ended up with 3 beds in here, about 1 metre wide by about 1.8 metres long. So that's not too bad. It's about 8 o'clock now at night and it's a bit cooler. So I'm going to make a start on laying the compost on top of the manure, and I shall show you that when I've done it all. I've gone as far as I can now, as I've run out of compost, and I changed my mind about the last bed. I've just gone from 1 thick long bed instead of the 3 shortish beds, because I just thought, well, why waste the space that I could be growing in? It might make it harder to harvest and to lean across, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. So that is it for the time being. I also put in some edging to the pathways. I had some flower beds at the allotment right down the far end that I'd used some old wooden sort of wooden roll, if you know what I mean, and I had quite a bit of it that I hadn't got round to using. So when I brought that back from the allotment, I put it in the pathways to stop the wood chip and the compost melding into one another. So I also have run out of that and need to go and get some more of that too. So hopefully while the compost gets delivered, I can finish off the other bed, and I also need to lift one side of a pathway because it's all higgledy-piggledy and I don't really like it that way. So there's still loads to do, but we are in a position where I can begin to plant up. So hopefully I'll be doing that soon. So join me next time, where I'll be doing something in the garden. I'm not quite sure what, whether it be planting out my sweet corn, or maybe we'll have a tour around and just show you what's occurring at the moment. Who knows? But anyway, thank you for watching, liking and subscribing if you have done so, and please leave me a comment if you would like to as well. I do enjoy reading them. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Lovely job.